Welcome to WD Toys.
Wow, guys, it's great to see you again. I'm so glad you came back. We're gonna have another awesome Star Wars toy opening today. And guys, this is like a spoiler, so if you haven't watched the movie yet, make sure you probably don't want to watch this. Because this is a new one that came out from the Disney store. And this is the Star Wars Elite Series Kylo Ren. But in this one, he is unmasked. This one it shows his face, and he really is Ben Solo. So, like I said, I hope you stopped watching if you haven't seen it, because that's a really big spoiler. But this guy is cool looking, and they just released this figure after the movie was released because they did not want to show his face. So it looks really cool, and let's check out the back of it. It says Kylo Ren Unmasked. A dark warrior strong with the Force, Kylo Ren commands First Order missions with a temper as fiery as his unconventional lightsaber. Wow, let's open this up and see what's inside. Okay, let us see. This is what was in the package before anything is unpackaged. Awesome! Let's take them out and have some fun. And make sure at the end of the video you guys stick around for the secret word, because I have the secret word and you put it in the comment section down below the video, and I'll know that you're a part of my club and that you're a true fan, and we'll have a lot of fun together. Okay, guys, here is Kylo Ren Unmasked. Like I said, he is really Ben Solo. So I mean that was sort of a shock, but it was a cool surprise, and hopefully you're not watching if you haven't seen the movie, because then I pretty much spoiled it for you, which I tried to warn you at the beginning. Okay, guys, well, let's take a closer look at this guy. I mean, he looks really cool. Okay, we're going to take a look at his upper body first, and then we're going to move on down. And if you guys haven't seen these die-cast Elite Series figures, they are awesome. The only bad thing is in the back, there's a lot of screw holes on these guys. But figures like this hide the screw holes. But, I mean, guys, for a die-cast metal figure, I mean, I could put up with the screw holes because of the durability and how cool these sets look. And as you can see, I mean, that is his face unmasked. It has good articulation. His head will turn 360 degrees. It'll move up and down. His arms will turn 360 degrees. And they do bend here. There's a ball joint on the shoulder, so it bends back and forth. And then you have his elbow also bends, and his wrist here will turn his hand 360 degrees. So here his hand is like open, like he's using the Force almost. And then this one, you got the same movement on the arm, but here you got his weapon, which is really cool looking. And they do sort of attach it to his arm. You can see it's like some clear rubber bands that attach it. You really don't want to take that off, because then the sword sometimes falls out of his hand, so you want to leave that on. And then up here you got like his partial cape that goes around his neck. You could move it some, but it doesn't come off, because I mean there's not enough room here around his neck to take it off. So I mean that's pretty fixed there. And then his whole cape is like rubberized. So I mean it's got a really cool feel, and it's nice and flexible. It's not stiff plastic. But that's only the bottom of his cape. The top here, this is just molded metal here. So I mean that's a little disappointing there. And then, like I said, I mean, they did a great job with his cape. I mean, this is uh, flexible rubber, so I mean, you could move it around like, well, you could lift it up easily if you want to take a look at the detail underneath. And then here, his legs do got good movement on ball joints, but the robe does limit his leg movement quite a bit. But his knee will bend 90 degree, and his foot will move up and down. And then underneath, I mean, it is, he is a little boring underneath. It's like a dark gray with like black boots. But, I mean, the detail is still there. I mean, I love the detail on these figures. And then let's take a look at the back. Then here, like I said, you have his partial cape, which is really nicely detailed. He has like a molded rubber head covering, but it's molded onto the cape, so you can't actually put it onto his head. I mean, they did a great job with his hair also. I mean, here you can see his cape. I mean, you could actually lift it up and look under if you want. But like I said, these figures you don't really want to look under, because here is where you have all the screw holes. I mean, they did not cover up all the screws. I mean, they're bare screws sticking out. So that is the one thing that's very disappointing about these figures. I mean, if they would have went ahead and filled those in, I mean, these figures would be phenomenal. But they are really cool figures, and I do like them over the Black Series and the regular figures. So, I mean, if you have a choice, I would definitely pick the Elite Series, because, I mean, these guys will probably last the rest of your life. I mean, they are so durable. I mean, I can't see how they would break unless you ran it over with the car or something. Now, like I said, I mean, his cape here is like one molded piece, but they do have like a split here. So, I mean, that's cool. And you could look under his cape here too if you want, but you have all the screw holes there also. And then these guys also do come with a cool Star Wars base. It's a plastic round piece that says Star Wars. It's got a little piece here that sticks out that fits into the bottom of his shoe. So, I mean, it helps with the figures so you could stand them in different cool positions. Like here, I mean, you could probably even stand this guy on one leg if you want. You just got to do the right balancing move. Let's see. That's sort of on one leg. So what do you guys think? I mean, this is Kylo Ren Unmasked. So, I mean, it is a pretty good surprise, and this figure is cool. I'm really glad they brought this figure out to show him unmasked, and you could put him next to another Elite Series Kylo Ren, and he looks really cool. Well, guys, today's secret word is red. I do recycle a lot of these words because I like to keep it simple for you guys, so you guys could put the words down below, and we could have a lot of fun. So the secret word doesn't matter that much what it is. What matters is if you put it down there, I'll know you watched this whole video and that you're a true fan, and we'll have a lot of fun together. Well, guys, I hope to see you soon.